We stood so close to what felt true. Every look pulled me to you. I felt the spark, I felt the flame, but held it still without a name. I saw how fragile moments get when hearts run faster than they should. So I slowed down, I didn't let this almost turn into misunderstood. It was almost love kept safe, held in hands that wouldn't shake. Not because it wasn't real, but because it was. It was almost love kept safe, soft enough to not break. I'd rather hold it just this way than lose it all to what we'd say. You leaned on me when nights were long. I stayed the quiet, steady one. I gave you warmth without a claim and cold restraint, a form of flame. I knew the risk, I knew the cost, how one step more could turn to loss. So I chose care, I chose grace, and kept our almost in its place. Oh, it was almost love kept safe, held in hands that wouldn't shake. Not because it wasn't real, but because it was. It was almost love kept safe, soft enough to not break. I'd rather hold it just this way than lose it all to what we'd say. Maybe love isn't always more. Maybe sometimes it's knowing when to pause, to guard what's good from being rushed, and leave it whole, not crushed. It was almost love kept safe, and I'd choose it all again. Some hearts don't win by crossing lines, they win by knowing when. It was almost love kept safe, still warm, still in its place. Some loves don't fade, they simply stay protected this way. So if you ever felt a calm when I was there, nothing wrong, that wasn't distance, that wasn't fate, that was love almost kept safe. We had the talks that last till dawn, the kind that makes the dark feel warm. Your smile felt closer than your touch. We had it all, just not enough. I read your eyes, you read my face, but neither crossed that fragile space. We knew the truth but never said what lived between the things we did. We were almost never us, so close to love but not to trust. I felt your heart, you felt mine too, but almost always stops at you. We were almost never us, no broken hearts, no making fuss, just two souls dancing on the edge of something real we never said. I stayed when leaving felt too loud. You stayed but never stayed around. We laughed like time was on our side, while quietly learning how to hide. I wanted more, you wanted peace, so we agreed to disagree. I kept my hope where it would wouldn't show. You kept your distance soft and slow. We were almost never us, so close to love but not to trust. I felt your heart, you felt mine too, but almost always stops at you. We were almost never us, no broken hearts, no making fuss, just two souls dancing on the edge of something real we never said. If time had leaned a little more, if fear wasn't guarding the door, maybe almost would have changed into a love we could have made. But loving you meant letting be, not turning we into a plea. So I chose quiet over rush, and we stayed almost never us. We were almost never us, a perfect maybe, never trust. I won't pretend I didn't feel, I just won't force what wasn't real. We were almost never us, and somehow that still meant so much. Some loves don't lose, they just discuss how close we came to being us. Someone you almost chose to see. No, I remember it that way. Almost love that couldn't stay. There's a space I never cross, where every word feels like a cost. To stand right here, just out of sight, between the dark and borrowed light. I feel your name before it's said, I hear your voice inside my head. I keep my truth where it can't hide, between me and silence. Between me and silence leaves the love I never tried. Not because it wasn't real, but because it felt too wide. Between me and silence, every feeling waits in line. I don't speak, I don't deny, I just keep it between me and silence. I watch you turn your face away, still I choose to stay the same. I let the moment take its shape and call restraint the kind of grace. I've learned that love can be this still. Not every heart demands a thrill. I carry mine where it won't collide. Between me and silence, between me and silence lives the love I never tried. Not because it wasn't real, but because it felt too wide. Between me and silence, every feeling waits in line. I don't speak, I don't deny, I just keep it between me and silence. Maybe one day I'll find the sound that fits the truth I never found. But for now this space is kinda keeps you safe. It keeps me mine. Between me and silence, I've made peace with every line. If love is choosing when to stay, this is how I chose my time. Between me and silence, I don't need to justify. Some hearts love best when words are gone and truth lives quietly inside. So if you feel it in the air, something warm that wasn't there, that wasn't chance, that wasn't violence, We were inches from the truth. Every look felt almost new. Your hand brushed past my side, and my heart learned how to hide. I felt the pull, I felt the weight of everything we didn't say. One step more and we collide. So I stood still, chose the line. I was close, but I stayed right where love wouldn't break. I could have asked, I could have tried, but I read the fear in your eyes. I was close, but I stayed, chose the calm over the flame. If stepping back kept you safe, then that's the choice I made. You leaned on me when nights were long. I played the quiet, steady one. I gave you space, I gave you time, and kept my hope behind my smile. You talked about the road ahead. I knew my name was never said. I didn't turn that into pain. I loved you best by staying the same. I was close, but I stayed right where love wouldn't break. I could have asked, I could have tried, but I read the fear in your eyes. I was close, but I stayed, chose the calm over the flame. If stepping back kept you safe, then that's the choice I made. Maybe courage isn't loud, maybe love can't bow. Sometimes staying is the move when leaving would ask too much of you. I was close, but I stayed, not because my heart was afraid, but because I knew the cost of crossing lines and losing us. I was close, but I stayed, and I choose it all again. Some loves are strong enough to stop just short of them. So if you ever feel a trace of something warm you can't replace, that wasn't chance, that wasn't fate, that was me. Close, but I stayed. Felt it rise the moment you smiled, something I've been hiding for a while. I learned to breathe and play it smart. Every time I'm holding back my heart, I know how close we've come to this, the edge between a truth and risk. I step back just before it starts. That's how I'm holding back my heart. I'm holding back my heart, not because I don't feel enough, but because I feel it all too much, and I don't wanna tear us apart. I'm holding back my heart, letting love stay soft and kind. I'd rather lose the words I want than lose you from my life. You talk about the things you need, I listen like I'm guaranteed to stay right where you feel at home, without asking for my own. I've learned to love without a claim, to care without demanding change. I guard the line we never cross, and count restraint as cost. I'm holding back my heart, not because I don't feel enough, but because I feel it all too much, and I don't wanna tear us apart. I'm holding back my heart, letting love stay soft and kind. I'd rather lose the words I want than lose you from my life. Maybe one day I'll let it go, or maybe this is all I know, to love you quietly from afar, and call that brave, non-scarred. I'm holding back my heart, every time I choose what's right. Even when it breaks me slow, I still don't cross that line. I'm holding back my heart so your world can stay intact. Some loves are strong enough to never last. So if you ever wonder why I cared but never tried, no, it wasn't fear or doubt, it was love held back. I saw the light return to you, a different smile, a brighter view. I knew it wasn't meant for me, but I stayed quiet, let you be. I felt the ache, I felt the truth, that loving you meant losing you. So I stepped back, I didn't ask, and hid my heart behind the mask. I let you be happy, even when it broke me apart. I chose your peace over my heart and called that love from the start. I let you be happy without a word, without a fight. If loving you means walking away, then that's the choice I make tonight. Talked about the life you want, I listened like I wasn't caught, and all the dreams you didn't share with someone always standing there. I learned that love can look like space, not holding on but knowing place. I didn't turn my pain into blame, I just stepped back, stayed the same. I let you be happy, even when it broke me apart. I chose your peace over my heart and called that love from the start. I let you be happy without a word, without a fight. If loving you means walking away, then that's the choice I make tonight. Maybe one day you'll understand what it meant to hold my hand and let it go before it hurt, before the good became the worst. I let you be happy, not because I didn't care, but because I cared too much to make my pain your share. I let you be happy and I choose it all again. Some loves are strong enough to break and still remain. So if you ever feel a calm where I once stood, where I was gone, that wasn't time, that wasn't fate, that was love. Letting you be happy. Ooh. Letting you be happy. Watch my words before they fell, measured every breath as well. I felt your heart so close to mine, but kept my hands behind the line. I knew the weight of what I felt, how easily the moment melts see how love can be. Carefully I loved you, carefully, not loud, not wild, not desperately. I loved you in the quiet ways that wouldn't scare you away. I loved you carefully with every step I didn't take. If loving you meant holding still, that's how I loved you carefully. You leaned on me through fragile days. I stayed without a need to say. I learned your rhythm, slow and true, and matched my heart to yours askew. I felt the pull, I felt the spark, but knew where passion leaves its mark. I chose the road where we'd be free to stay intact. Carefully I loved you, carefully, not loud, not wild, not desperately. I loved you in the quiet ways that wouldn't scare you away. I loved you carefully with every step I didn't take. If loving you meant holding still, that's how I loved you carefully. Maybe love isn't meant to rush, maybe hearts need time and hush. I loved you best by keeping space and letting you keep pace. I loved you carefully, and I would do it all again. Some loves protect what they can't keep. I love and slow, not deep. I loved you carefully, no regrets, no need to say. If you felt safe, if you felt seen, then love did what it needed to be. So if you ever wonder why I care but never tried, no, it wasn't fear that made me be. I loved you carefully. I learned your smile before your pain, knew when you need me, when you change. I stood so close yet out of sight, practicing calm every night. I felt it bloom, I felt it grow, but learned the places not to go. Some truths don't need the light, they live in shade, they live in quiet. It's the love I learned to hide, not because it wasn't right, but because I cared too much to ever make you choose my side. It's the love I learned to hide, held it gently, kept it kind. If silence kept your world intact, then silence was the line. You talked about the life you want, I listened like my heart was gone. I nodded through the future plans where I was never part of them. I trained my eyes to look away when staying felt too much to say. I kept my hope out of your sight and called restraint a form of right. It's the love I learned to hide, not because it wasn't right, but because I cared too much to ever make you choose my side. It's the love I learned to hide, held it gently, kept it kind. If silence kept your world intact, then silence was the line. Maybe It's the love I learned to hide, and I would learn it all again. Some hearts protect what they can't keep by holding back, not giving in. It's the love I learned to hide, still warm, still real, still mine. And even if you never knew, it shaped the way I loved you. So if you ever feel a trace of something soft you can't replace, that wasn't chance, that wasn't time, that was my love I learned to hide. I learned your smile before your pain. Stay quiet when you spoke their name. I stood right here, no need to prove. I loved you best by letting you move. I never turned my heart into a plea, never asked you to choose me. I stayed where love could simply be, without a claim, without a need. I'm loving you without asking for your time or your return. I give you all the warmth I can, and let the rest be yours to learn. I'm loving you without asking, no conditions, no demand. If love is wanting nothing back, then this is where I stand. You leaned on me in fragile days. I held the space, I held my place. I listened close, I let you speak, and hear the parts that felt too deep. I knew my feelings had no right to change the course of your life, so I chose care that wouldn't bruise, and loved you in the way I choose. I'm loving you without asking for your time or your return. I give you all the warmth I can, and let the rest be yours to learn. I'm loving you without asking, no conditions, no demand. If love is wanting nothing back, then this is where I stand. Maybe one day I'll let it fade, maybe this is how I stay, not as the one you'll ever choose, but someone safe you never lose. I'm loving you without asking, not to be seen, not to be known, just to be real in what I give, and gentle in the love I've shown. I'm loving you without asking, even if it stays unseen. Some hearts don't need a promise to love honestly. So if you ever feel a calm when I'm the one you lean upon, that wasn't chance, that wasn't fate, that was love without asking. I knew your days, your late night calls, your quiet laughs, your sudden falls. I stood right here just out of frame, close to love but not its name. I felt your hand without the touch, I learned your heart but not enough to turn the truth into a sign. I was nearly yours, never mine. I was nearly yours, never mine. So close to crossing that thin line. I gave you more than you could see, but kept the rest inside of me. I was nearly yours, never mine. A borrowed place, a borrowed time. Some loves don't break, decline. I was nearly yours, never mind. You leaned on me when nights were long. I stayed like I was where you belonged. I hid the ache behind my smile and called it patience for a while. I heard you talk about someone new. I nodded like my heart wasn't bruised. I stayed kind, I stayed in line. Nearly yours, never mind. I was nearly yours, never mind. So close to crossing that thin line. I gave you more than you could see, but kept the rest inside of me. I was nearly yours, never mind. A borrowed place, a borrowed time. Some loves don't break, they just decline. I was nearly yours, never mind. If timing loved us just a bit, if courage spoke when silence did, maybe nearly would have changed into a love we couldn't name. But loving you meant staying true to what you needed, not what I do. So I step back, stay confined, nearly yours, never mind. Ooh, nearly yours, nearly yours, never mind. I was nearly yours, never mind, and still I wouldn't rewrite time. I don't regret the love I gave, or every line I never crossed. I was nearly yours, never mind, but honest love doesn't always shine. Some hearts stay pure by knowing when to never turn almost into them. So if you ever wonder why I cared but never tried, no, I loved you in that way. Nearly yours, never mind. Nearly yours, never mind. Yeah. I held the words right on my tongue. Every time you turned to me, they felt too heavy, felt too young, like truth could ruin what we be. I read your eyes, I felt the room, the fragile calm we lived inside. One honest breath, one wrong move, and everything could slide. I was not brave enough to say it, not because my love was weak, but because I knew the weight of what those words could mean. I was not brave enough to say it, so I showed it in other ways. If silence ever felt like care, that's when my courage stayed. Hey. To hear you talk about a life I wasn't in, I smile like it didn't knock on every place beneath my skin. I could have asked, I could have tried, but feel it kinder than regret. I chose to love you from the side when nothing broke, not yet. I was not brave enough to say it, not because my love was weak, but because I knew the weight of what those words could mean. I was not brave enough to say it, so I showed it in other ways. If silence ever felt like care, that's when my courage stayed. And maybe bravery isn't sound or standing in the light. Maybe it's knowing when to keep a truth inside. I was not brave enough to say it, and I still don't blame myself. Some hearts love better quietly than risking someone else. I was not brave enough to say it, but I loved you all the same. And if you ever felt that love, it didn't need a name. So if you ever wonder why I cared but let it fade, no, it wasn't lack of love. She's not brave enough to say She's not brave enough to say Days, your quiet pace, the way you rest, the way you break. I never asked for more than this, just moments that don't feel amiss. I felt the pull, I felt the sway, but never tried to make you stay. I loved you in a gentle way, soft enough to stay. I was soft enough to stay, not loud enough to be in your way. I didn't rush, I didn't chase, I let love breathe, I gave it space. I was soft enough to stay when asking more would fade the light. If loving you meant holding still, then staying soft felt right. Talked about the road ahead, I listened close to what you said. I knew my name was not in line, still I stayed kind. I chose the calm over the flame, I chose to love without a name. Not every heart is meant to sway, some are soft enough to stay. I was soft enough to stay, not loud enough to be in your way. I didn't rush, I didn't chase, I let love breathe, I gave it space. I was soft enough to stay when asking more would fade the light. If loving you meant holding still, then staying soft felt right. Maybe strength is knowing when to not demand, to not pretend, to love you true, to love you clean, without asking to be seen. I was soft enough to stay, even when my heart would ache. I didn't need to change your fate, to love you true, to love you straight. I was soft enough to stay, and I would choose it all again. Some loves are meant to quietly remain, soft enough to stay. So if you ever feel a calm when I'm the one you lean upon, that wasn't chance, that wasn't play, that was my love, soft enough to stay. Didn't leave when it got hard, I just learned how to guard my heart. I stayed in ways you never see, close enough but carefully. I saw your world begin to change, new dreams, new names, a different pace. I stayed the same, I didn't fight, I loved you from a quieter side. I'm still here, still quiet, not asking you to notice me. I give you space, I give you peace, that's how my love stays honest. I'm still here, still quiet, even when it hurts inside. Some hearts don't leave, they just decide to love without the noise. talk about the road ahead. I listen like my name's not said. I smile through things I didn't choose and call it grace, call it true. I learned that love can be this calm, not a holding on, not sounding alarms. If loving you means standing still, then I'll stand here, I will. I'm still here, still quiet, not asking you to notice me. I give you space, I give you peace. That's how my love stays honest. I'm still here, still quiet, even when it hurts inside. Some hearts don't leave, they just decide to love without the noise. Maybe one day I'll fade away, or maybe this is how I stay. Not as the one you'll ever choose, but someone safe you'll never lose. I'm still here, still quiet, and I would choose it all again. Some loves don't need a voice to prove they're genuine. I'm still here, still quiet, no regrets, no need to try. If love is knowing when to stay, this is how I stay. Ooh. So if you ever feel a calm when I'm the one you lean upon, that wasn't chance, that wasn't fear, that was me, still here, still here, still here. Hey. I felt it growing every day, something I could never say. So I learned to take a step before the truth was something kept. I saw the edge, I saw the fall, how one word more could break it all. I didn't run, I didn't lose, I stood back, and I chose. This is the distance I chose, not because I wanted to lose, but because loving you meant giving you room. This is the distance I chose, where my heart quietly goes. If staying close would cause you pain, then distance is the love I claim. I watched your world begin to grow, with dreams I wasn't meant to know. I smiled like I was unaware, and carried love without repair. I heard your laughter change its tone, I knew your heart was moving on. I didn't beg, I didn't bruise, I stepped back, and I chose. This is the distance I chose, not because I wanted to lose, but because loving you meant giving you room. This is the distance I chose, where my heart quietly goes. If staying close would cause you pain, maybe closeness isn't kind when timing isn't aligned. Maybe love can look like space and still hold grace. This is the distance I chose, even though my heart still knows that loving you was never wrong, just something I held too long. This is the distance I chose, and I choose it all again. Some hearts protect what they can't keep by letting go, but staying deep. So if you ever wonder why I I faded gently from your side. That wasn't fear, that wasn't news, that was love. And distance I chose. Right there when it felt right, with all the words I couldn't write. I watched the moment call my name and let it pass without a frame. I knew the cost, I knew the flame. How one step more could change your face. So I chose calm, I chose the same, and kept the love I didn't claim. It was the love I didn't claim, not out of fear, not out of shame. I loved you clean, I loved you kind, and left my warning far behind. It was the love I didn't claim. I held it gently, kept it tame. Some hearts don't win by asking loud. They love you best by not being found. You leaned on me through fragile days. I learned your nights, your quiet ways. I gave you space, I gave you room, and called that love without a wound. I heard you say you weren't prepared. I listened close, I stayed aware. I didn't turn you maybe into pain. I stayed the love I didn't claim. It was the love I didn't claim, not out of fear, not out of shame. I loved you clean, I loved you kind, and left my wanting far behind. It was the love I didn't claim. I held it gently, kept it tame. Some hearts don't win by asking loud. They love you best by not being found. Maybe silence was my vow, to love you then, to love you now, without a need to rearrange your life, your heart, your pace. It was the love I didn't claim, and I would choose it all again. I don't regret the road I took, or every chance I never shook. It was the love I didn't claim, but it was real all the same. Some loves don't fade, they just remain in quiet hearts unnamed. So if you ever feel a trace of something warm you can't replace, that wasn't time or misaligned, that was my love left unclaimed. We don't talk like we used to do, but silence still remembers you. Every pause, every glance feels like a second chance. I walk beside you, not too near, close enough to feel you here. There's a truth we never chose, but the space between us knows. The space between us still knows almost every close. What we felt but couldn't say, what we say by walking away. The space between us still knows, even when the distance grows. If love ever had a home, it's the space between us alone. You smile now in different ways, new rhythms, unfamiliar days. I don't ask where I belong, I just listen, I stay strong. I learn to read the quiet signs that say your heart has changed, it's time. I don't cross, I don't impose, but the space between us knows. The space between us still knows almost every close. What we felt but couldn't say, what we say by walking away. The space between us still knows, even when the distance grows. If love ever had a home, it's the space between us alone. Maybe distance doesn't mean our love is left or love's unseen. It just learned a softer tone to live where it's never shown. The space between us still knows the nights we shared, the words we froze. I don't need to say it now. The space remembers how. The space between us still knows, and I would choose it all again. Some loves don't need to be held, they're felt between then and when. So if you ever feel a trace of something warm in empty space, that wasn't time, that slowly goes. Ooh, that was love. The space still knows. I saw the signs, I knew the truth. Your heart was headed somewhere new. I could've left, I could've run, but something in me chose to remain. I learned your silence, learned your pace, the way you needed time and space. I didn't push, I didn't pray, I just stayed the quieter way. And this is how I stayed, not by asking you to change, not by turning love into a plea, but by letting you be free. This is how I stayed, when leaving would have been easier to say. I kept my heart behind my eyes and loved you from the side. Talked about the things you want, I listened like my name was gone. I smiled through the plans you made, where I was never meant to stay. I didn't need to be your choice, I just didn't need to raise my voice. I stayed because it felt sincere to love you without pulling you near. And this is how I stay, not by asking you to change, not by turning love into a plea, but by letting you be free. This is how I stayed, when leaving would have been easier to say. I kept my heart behind my eyes and loved you from the side. Maybe staying doesn't mean that I was afraid to leave. It means I knew what love could cost and chose to pay it quietly. This is how I stayed, even when my hope began to fade. Some hearts don't leave, they just decide to love without being seen. This is how I stayed, and I would choose it all again. If loving you meant standing still, then this is how I stay. So if you ever wonder why I was there but never tried, no, it wasn't fear or fate, it was love. This is how I stay. I felt it in the way you stayed, in all the pauses you would make. Your name felt soft upon my tongue, but I held back, I held my tongue. Some truths don't need to be declared, they live in glances unaware. I loved you in a quiet way, too gentle just to say. It was too gentle to say, too fragile to give away. Not fear, not doubt, not being brave, just love that didn't wanna break. It was too gentle to say, I showed it in 1,000 ways. If silence ever spoke your name, it spoke it soft and stayed. I watched you dream of what comes next. I stay right here not to confess. I let you lead, I let you choose, and loved you in the way I lose. I knew the moment could collapse if I asked for more than that. So I stayed still, I let it be, and kept my heart in decency. It was too gentle to say, too fragile to give away. Not fear, not doubt, not being brave, just love that didn't wanna break. It was too gentle to say, I showed it in 1,000 ways. If silence ever spoke your name, it spoke it soft and stayed. Maybe words were never right for something that felt this light. I loved you best without a sound, so nothing pure would hit the ground. It was too gentle to say, and still it chose to stay. Not every love is meant to shout, some are felt, not spoken out. It was too gentle to say, but it was real in every way. And even now I wouldn't change the love that stayed. Too gentle to say. Say it, if you felt it passing by like warmth you couldn't justify, that wasn't chance, that wasn't play, that was my love. Too gentle to say. Never asked you for your time or for your heart to change its mind. I stayed where silence felt okay and let the moment drift away. I knew my place, I knew the score. I didn't need to ask for more. Some loves don't knock, they don't implore, they wait for what they didn't ask for. This is what I didn't ask for, but learned to carry all the same. Not the ending I had dreamed of, but not a loss I dare to blame. This is what I didn't ask for. Quiet truth, a softer pain. If loving you meant letting go, then this is what I didn't ask for. Spoke of futures, I just smiled like mine was never on your mind. I hid the ache behind the calm and called restraint a kind of charm. I heard your heart was moving on. I didn't beg to be the one. I chose to stay without a claim and loved you just the same. This is what I didn't ask for, but learned to carry all the same. Not the ending I had dreamed of, but not a loss I dare to blame. This is what I didn't ask for, a quiet truth, a softer pain. If loving you meant letting go, then this is what I didn't ask for. Maybe wanting less is how I learned to love you better now. Oh, no expectations, no demand, just truth held gently in my hands. This is what I didn't ask for, still I wouldn't change a thing. Some hearts don't need to get what they want to know what loving means. This is what I didn't ask for, but it taught me how to stay true to love without regret, even when it walks away. So I don't curse the road we took. So what a ride without a door. This is what I didn't ask for. This is what I didn't ask for. We talked about the weather and time, everything except what was mine. Your eyes will linger, then look away, like you knew what I couldn't say. I felt it in the pause between, almost every in-between. There was a truth we both outgrew, living where words didn't go. Where words didn't go, my heart already knew all the things I couldn't say were quietly true. Where words didn't go, I loved you all alone, not in sentences or vows, but in places words don't go. I stayed close but never near, I listened more than you could hear. I learned your smile, your subtle signs, and hid my love between the lines. I didn't ask, I didn't try to turn a feeling into why. I let it live, soft and slow, right where words didn't go. Where words didn't go, my heart already knew all the things I couldn't say were quietly true. Where words didn't go, I loved you all alone, not in sentences or vows, but in places words don't go. Maybe love doesn't need a sound, maybe truth is safest unbound. If I spoke it might all fall, so I said nothing at all. Where words didn't go, I kept you close somehow, in every silence we shared, in every quiet now. Where words didn't go, there's still a part of you. Some loves are never spoken out, they're felt where words don't go. Where words don't go. So if you ever feel a space, a gentle warmth you can't replace, there wasn't chance, there wasn't slow, there was my love. Where words didn't